What is going on, mortals? Mortal T here, and we're back on some more Fortnite Battle Royale to talk and show you about the cube. Now, ever since the cube has landed, it's been moving around the map and making some funny symbols or runes or whatever you want to call them around the map, giving us some anti-gravity pockets spreaded around the map as well. And we need to know what this is all about. Well, we all know what it's going to entail. It's going to end Season 5 and bring us in to Season 6. So I thought it would probably be best to be show you mortals where the cube has been, what it has done, and where it's going to go next. Yes, you heard me right. We know where it's going to go. And I will be showing you mortals this in this video, so make sure you stick around. But where it all started, right here, where this metal cube is, but I built. Not the best. I did my best to represent what this was. This is where the cube started off, and that is why the rift closed as well, because it shot down and went, and a massive cube just landed here. Big purple cube with all these scorch marks around it. Ooh, spare one. Thank you. I said no, thank you. Yeah, so this is where it's landed, and when we first saw it, we didn't know what to think. We really didn't know what to think. We didn't know why it was here, what it was going to do. All we knew is that if you hit it a couple of times, it would fire like purple lightning at you, and it would hurt you, and you could go on top and just bounce forever if you really wanted to. But then the cube started in. Now, you can't really see this at night, but you may be able to see a purple haze over in the distance over there. And that is where the cube stopped next. Now, we're going to be checking out all the locations of where it's been, what it's done, and where it's going next. So, let's move to the first location that it stopped at and show you what it is. So, we're making our way over to the first stopping location. As you can see, you can kind of tell there's like a force field of bubble energy, or whatever you want to call it. And there's another big metal cube that I put there. But as soon as you step into this, you get anti-gravity on the go. Sort of similar to the hop rocks that you used to get down in the dusty. You're right, first hit it, and you used to be able to see them, and it used to give you this for a limited amount of time. So yeah, it created this kind of force field. It stopped here, and then after like a few hours, I want to say, I don't know how much time elapsed before it did this, but we can actually go inside this cube, and it did something to the floor. It scorched the earth with this rune symbol, or I don't know what it is. It is a symbol, it is a rune, and people was like, what is going on? Is the cube making this? Why is it left this behind? And it left the anti-gravity pocket behind as well. And no one knows what it means. No one has figured it out. No one. And I mean no one. But it's kind of cool how it has been like scorched on to the ground itself. Pretty cool. But then, after that, everyone thought, yeah, the cube is doing something. But no, the cube moved on to pastures greener. It didn't really, but it did move on. So, where did it go next? Well, I'm going to be showing you. So, we're coming on the second location where the cube has stopped. And it's made another force field type bubble area that gives us the anti-gravity effect as soon as you get into it. Pretty cool. And you can definitely tell it's like a bubble, because as you go down, it curves back in on itself. So it's definitely a bubble or a sphere. Sophia? No. Why did I didn't mean to say Sophia. Sphere. There you go. Around it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, so the cube stopped here once again. And it decided to give us another present in form of another rune. Pretty cool. I think so. Anyway. Now, yeah, I think is that the way you're supposed to see it, or is it this way? You can never tell which way you're actually supposed to look at the runes. It may be that way, but I'm not sure. Yeah. So another rune has been scorched into the ground. And yet still, we don't know what it means. No one does. What can all this mean? But before we can actually try and find something out, the cube moves once again, making its way across the ground and over to a new location. So here we are at the third stopping location of the cube, and yet again it's created another barrier force field type thing that gives us the anti-gravity pocket that we've basically come to expect from the cube by now. And yes, you probably guessed it, it has also scorched another rune into the ground itself again. So the third one. Do we know anything more about it? Honestly, no, we don't. We still haven't figured out what this is all supposed to mean. Spell. I did create a way in. Aha! Small door. So let's go in, and as you can see, it created another rune for us. Pretty cool. Alright. I think all these runes are pretty cool. It would be so much better if we actually knew what it meant. Because they've got to mean something, because Epic, the creators of Fortnite, would not just put these down if they didn't mean something. So maybe when we have all of the runes, maybe we can put it together and it actually says something, and it can actually be translated, and we can understand what it's actually supposed to say, and maybe we can actually work out what the cube is going to do. So this is the third location, but there are more locations, and we're going to make our way to... So here we are at location 4. This is really close to Retail Row, as you can tell. As you can see, the force. Well, it's not a force field. It's like a barrier, or I don't know what you'd call this. Yeah, it goes into Retail Row itself. A tiny bit of it does. So you can see at the moment that the cube has been making its rounds in Fortnite. It's been going from one side of the map to the other side of the map, and backwards and forwards. So yet again, it created us an anti-gravity pocket that we can happily jump in and have some fun. Wow. But yes, it also gave us another room to look at. This one. Dun, dun, dun. Pretty cool. But yet, no one has figured out what these could possibly mean. What kind of translation it can come up with. No one knows. It remains a mystery. But they are pretty cool. So, at the time I'm actually making this video, the cube is actually scorching another rune into the ground as we speak. So we're gonna go over to where the cube is now. Then after that, I'm gonna be showing you mortals where the cube is going to be going. So we're making our way to location 6, and as you can see, this is where the cube is. But the cube has been making a path of destruction in its wake. It has been knocking down trees in Wailing Woods. And it's given us, yes, another anti-gravity pocket, as you can see. So we're actually in Wailing Woods at this present moment in time, and it is scorching another symbol into the ground. Of this bright purple pinkish glow at the bottom of the cube. Wow, it really doesn't like you being next to it. That's how you can tell it's scorching another symbol rune into it. Now, unfortunately, we cannot see what this rune is going to be. We cannot see what it's going to look like. We will only know once it moves. And then... Stop! Flick a bit! Away! Ah! So yeah, we only know once it has done and it's moved on. But luckily enough, we actually know where it's going to move on to and where it's going to end. So make sure you stick around. I'll be giving you the next locations of the cube. Woo! So we're making our way over to the next location that the cube will be going. Now, I haven't marked this location down by a big metal cube that I've made myself, because no one knows exactly where it is going to make its next rune, but I can give you the general area of where the next rune is going to be. So it is going to be... going to be roughly where I am standing. Roughly about here, where I am at this present moment in time. This is where I am on the map. It's going to be roughly about here. Anywhere, and I'm guessing in this kind of area, really close to Lazy Links. This kind of area. Like I said, this is only a general area. We don't know exactly where it could be. It could be down there where it's kind of flattish. I doubt it'll do it on side of a hill, because it hasn't done it on a side of a hill ever. So it's got to be somewhere that's reasonably flat. So I'm guessing it's either down there, or maybe even do it on the golf course. It may even get rid of this tree and just do it on the golf course somewhere. We just know that it's going to be roughly in this location. And yet again, it is going to give us... It is going... I've got a mark on mine. It is going to give us an anti-gravity bubble that we can jump around in and have a lot of fun. And it will be setting down another rune so we can look at. And maybe, hopefully, maybe, as soon as these runes come to an end, we can actually decipher what is going on. But anyway... Yeah, this is the next location. General area of the location. The next location is another general area as well, but know roughly where the area is going to be. So we're making our way over to where the next cube location is going to be. And it's going to be roughly around here. So I'm guessing it's... See, I think it might go here, or it might go like here. But we know it's in... if we scooch the map over, you can actually see where we are, because we're near Pleasant Park right now, and we know it's going to be sort of in this general area right here, right near Pleasant Park. And yet again, it is going to give us an anti-gravity bubble, and it's going to stop here and scorch another rune into the ground. Now, this is basically the second but last location of the cube, because the next location that I'm going to show you is its final location. Yeah, you heard me right, final location. Then we'll actually get to see what the cube is going to do to Fortnite. So, we're at the final location of where the cube is going to stop. And then we'll get to see what is the cube going to do. So yes, we are right next to Loot Lake. It's been speculated for a while that this is where the cube is going to end up. But we don't know what the cube is going to do. So yeah, in this general location around here, Loot Lake, is where the cube is finally going to come to a stop. Maybe it will make another rune. No one knows. But we know it ends here, and it has something to do with Loot Lake. There's been a lot of speculation, and people have figured out it definitely is Loot Lake. And if you've been in Loot Lake quite a lot, you've been noticed that the water level has been going down in Loot Lake. I don't know if you mortals have noticed this, but the water levels have been going down. I've got plenty of wooden materials and stuff. Let's go up and try and get a bird's eye view. More and more mud has been seen on the surfaces of Loot Lake, of the edges of the lake itself. So we're pretty far up. As you can see, yeah, around here you can just see a lot more dirt from where the grass is. Around here, there as well. There. Now you're probably thinking, no, that's always been there. It really hasn't. The water has been going down in Loot Lake. It has. Look at the rock over there. Now that rock only came when the meteorite struck. But as you can see, where it's dry and the bit where it's wet, the bit where it's dry is only what the meteorite did. It only gave us that little bit of land that had 2 chests spawned there. But it's given us a lot more. The water has been going down in Loot Lake. So, is this possibly tied to the cube? No one knows. People are just guessing at this moment in time. But for definite, these are the locations. The ones I have shown you where it has been and where it's going to go are definite things. These has been found in game. These locations are definite of where the cube is going to go. What the cube is going to do is another thing entirely. But I will be keeping you mortals up to date. If anything weird goes on with the cube, apart from the locations I have shown you, I don't think it will. The only thing I think it might go weird at is this point here. It's where the cube stops for like the last time. Maybe, because the cube may want to go and have a little swim in the lake, but no one knows. But anyway, mortals, I hoped you enjoyed. I hope I gave you a bit more information, and now you actually know where the cube is going to go, where it's going to end up, where it's going to move to next. So please, don't forget to show that like button. Who is boss? By punching it in the face, and you can also go and punch the cube. But yeah, mortals, I'll hopefully see you in the next video.